he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw out right, and right away, he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. You can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll set up a throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter. Obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Steve Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Xander Horvath taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
But they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one left side caught by Patterson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Back to throw again. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. That completes it again to Metcalf. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Patterson, and he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Cordero Patterson taking it in from a yard out. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Patterson. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Young on 3rd down. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Carl Banks in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Commanders force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Young now. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they got the turnover, and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately, in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patterson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Draw play, Dillon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Again, it's Dillon. Takes it to about the 37.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. To throw is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to it quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Rodgers with this one into the hands of Watson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. It's Dillon again. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A.J. Dillon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. First and 10, Young. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw again on second down. Young. He's going to go up top again. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Sometimes the visuals don't exactly work out the way you expect. They wanted to let him use his size there and float one up to him, but he wasn't able to get any separation. The DB was right on him and forced the incompletion.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when you get a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. He'll buy some time right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Rodgers now on first down. Open man, this is Lewis. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So even though it's first... Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Young. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gifford. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll run again with Harris. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Young. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And some room to work. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On the give, this is Harris. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2 running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12. And they just get the play off. Now Young. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Rodgers. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now here's another. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? coming up and making the big-time play.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come up the ball. Everyone, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Young will set to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Washington. Big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now Rodgers. Open man is Chase, complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run again with Dillon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Dillon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
One last shot for Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.